Now we're playing Dwarf Fortress. And I want to get this out of the way first. Last time somebody in the comments pointed something out that I was like, you're probably right. I'm going to change the volume of this real quick while I do this. Oh, no, it's pretty good. Okay, volume's fine. You're probably right. So the thing he pointed out was, if you recall last time around, if you watched last time around, and I can't blame you if you didn't, there was a certain issue we had with a garbage dump. The garbage dump. Oh, is my mouse actually showing up on the screen? Yes, it is. Okay. Garbage dump right here. So the fact that we stacked an infinite number of items on top of each other, some consider that an exploit. And in this case, I don't think I did too much, but if you look, for instance, at the actual number of items we got here that we stacked up, you know, the bag probably would have basically made one item, but each dwarven beer barrel is a separate item. So there's probably a good 20 items here that we would have had to make sure or 20 or 30 that we would have had to make sure we made stockpiles for. Now, you know, the most we would have had to really do is dig out maybe a couple of extra squares over here. So I'm not too worried about the fact that it was like easy mode. But for the future, we're not going to use garbage dumps because it's totally easy mode, and there's no easy mode in Dwarf Fortress. But at least now you know how to do the trick. Or if you don't, you can go back and watch. So I just woke up. I'm pretty sure, despite the fact that I am not technically sick anymore, I got crap in here. So that's going to be really fun. I love it. I just want to see, hello, what my dudes are doing right now, and if any of them are still unhappy. They probably are, but weren't they over here, maybe? Yes, they were. Very unhappy and miserable. These guys are going to go insane. So basically, the amount of fun we're going to have is probably a lot this session. Probably a lot. But as you recall, we were kind of digging out this way to see if we couldn't find a spot where there was not an aquifer. Aquifer. You guys are... You're killing me. You're killing me. Everybody makes fun of how I say this. We're going to Google it right now, okay? And Google is going to tell me how to say this properly. Or Wikipedia or whatever is available. Google's not giving me the answer.
Aquifer.
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 Thanks, Google. Okay. Every time I want to say that again, I'm not going to say it. I'm just going to have Google say it for me. Okay. All right. We're unpausing. We're not in any danger right now, except from the dwarves themselves, which makes sense because dwarves are dumb. I wonder if they're fighting each other, because one of them's following the other one, and that doesn't seem... I don't know. Doesn't seem too bad. Oh man, this water buffalo bull. Nice job. Where is that water buffalo? I don't even know. It's probably dead. Yeah, I think it's dead. Water buffalo. I don't even know. Oh, it's under livestock. That's right. Duh. It seems like it's perfectly okay, actually. That's pretty cool. I like this water buffalo. He's a cool guy. Sorry, we're gonna go check out the dig to avoid the
Aquifer.
There we go. Perfect. All right, so we've dug over here. Doesn't seem to be any wet stuff yet. That's good. But we didn't dig like a downward staircase because I'm an idiot, so let's... Yeah, what? Sometimes you click things and you don't know what you just clicked, and it happens a lot for me. So really what you just got to do in that case is escape. Escape is the key that is your friend. You do like make an escape key rave for your dwarves. I'm sure they're really happy. Oh, look, it's damp stone. It's my favorite. All right. So there's damp stone here. There's damp stone here. Now, I think what I'm going to... Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and... I'm actually going to dig out... Well, maybe that doesn't make sense. I'm going to dig right... I'm going to dig right here. I'll just make a little square area. It doesn't look like a square, but it totally is. Make a square area for my dwarves, basically to draw water from, because eventually they are going to need water for something or other. Oh, the mechanic's throwing a tantrum and has already calmed down, but that's not good. Let me see. But the mechanic didn't hurt anybody yet. That's fair. The funny thing is, oh, just what? Wow, cool. All right, well then we'll just cancel this. Man, this is the world's most annoying
Aquifer.
I'm gonna keep doing that because I hate everyone. Oh, I just woke up. Throat hurts. Dwarves aren't digging. Damp stone everywhere. This is annoying. Yeah, I get it. All right, so we fixed the damp stone problem. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and dig. We actually could have dug out here. I think. No, it's damp stone. So we're gonna go ahead and do this. I'm just gonna make a little 2x3 water source for them. Hey, it's raining elf blood. It's our favorite here on SalTV. Yeah, we're gonna make a little water source, and these little
Aquifer.
z. Did you catch that?
Aquifer.
Z. So it's plural. Okay, so these little guys, they're really good for fresh, clean water. It's cool. F1. Let's see, people sleeping, people throwing tantrums. We don't have a lot of stuff being produced right now. We do have some stone, I think, but the only stone we've got is like limestone. All right, and look at this. There you go. So he went ahead and dug. She probably, I don't remember. Who cares? Who cares what dwarf it is? A dwarf did something. So we got a dwarf who dug out a bunch of stuff, and this little down arrows means that it's a channel. So we're going to go look at the bottom of that channel / ramp / whatever. And you definitely see some water here. The water isn't going to rise because that's not what water in an
Aquifer
does. Instead, it's just going to sit there. But it has a little bit of flow to it sometimes. Because it's water. I'm not going to say it anymore. Okay, mechanic's throwing a tantrum again. All right, now the difficult thing about tantrums, this harpy's going to destroy this water buffalo. The difficult thing about tantrums is that sometimes dwarves throw things at each other. And the things that they throw tend to be gloves, shoes, you know. But a lot of times you'll see in the reports, these things will show up. Yeah, that was all punching a corpse. That's cool. Things will show up like, you know, all of a sudden you'll see an announcement that says X or Y dwarf has been shot to death. And so you'll go into the reports and, oh, definitely just threw something, and we just got to witness that. But you'll see these things throw up. Sometimes they do that. You'll see them show up, and you'll see like, oh, somebody's been shot to death. How'd that happen? And the answer usually turns out to be a pigtail fiber glove was thrown at his head, and it caused his head to cave in. Potentially a bug. Potentially. But yeah, it's pretty hilarious either way. Now, what did he just throw? Doesn't probably say, but we can find out. We press K to look at, and it is a... What? Did he throw a hamster? What? I think he threw a hamster. What an asshole. Okay, well, apparently he's calmed down. He's still miserable, but let me see. It should say he's... yeah, she enjoyed throwing something recently. What a jerk. Oh, man. Do not talk to that lady. She is awful. This poor hamster. Let me find the hamster. Do we have, like, wounds for you? No? I don't think we probably will. Alright. That poor hamster. What are we going to do today? Because we've been digging, and we can't really find a good source of stone. And we can't find a way around this stupid...
Aquifer.
Yet. Is that getting annoying yet? I hope it is. Because it's just as annoying as when you guys come to me and you tell me, oh, you can't pronounce things right. Have we actually tried to dig just down here? You know, we haven't. We may as well just try and dig down in this biome. We'll see what we can get out of that. So we're going to make a downward staircase there, and then up-down staircases all the way down here. There you go. Yeah, so life lesson of the day: when you're mad, don't throw a hamster. It's very rude. The hamsters, they don't like you. We struck coal. Ooh, cool. we can make a furnace out of that, and we can actually do stuff with it. The only thing is we'll need one piece of wood to actually start the process, or maybe two. Let's see what happens. Where's the... Okay, so there may be... here's the damp stone. This is not fun. Well, there are ways to get around this. There are ways to get around this. There's also some metal here, it seems. Tetrahedrite, okay. Cool. Well, do we have any wood left? I don't think we do. But let's just check here and see. How many logs? Any logs? Any logs? No. Nope, got no logs. So, a little disappointed that our dwarves have already used them all. I mean, there are some right outside. There's like logs right there. I'm pointing with the cursor, but you get the idea. The mouse does the same thing. There's logs here, so I could start that process. Somebody's asking what the flashing thing is outside my base, and actually, flashing isn't always useful. Sometimes a thing will flash just because there's like two things occupying that space, and it wants to show you both. Right here, it's showing us that there's two things here. There's a corpse and there's an upward ramp. So we can take a look at it if you want. We can use that K key. He's got a lot of stuff on him, but basically it's just this guy's partial skeleton, this guy's partial skeleton, and an upward slope. Alright. That's all it is. But these are good questions to ask, and if you don't know what something is, whenever you're playing Dwarf Fortress, you just press K, and you go over to it with the little cursor, and you're like, what's this? That's how you do it. So, how are we getting around this aquifer? How are we getting around this
Aquifer.
I don't know, Google, but we can think of a couple of ways. Before we do, I want to go ahead and grab a couple of these bits of stone and things. The coal especially is pretty cool. So we'll just dig that out and see if any of the metal actually gets... There we go, we got a piece of metal. Now you can tell which is which, once again, by pressing K to look at. So I can tell because I've already played it, but the little circle things... That's the coal, and it's actually the same symbol. I think it's also used for gems. So if you ever see basically a circle thing like this in the rock, it could be pretty valuable. And then these little pound symbols, these are economic type of stones. So it's an ore, basically, of metal, tetrahedrite. Learning time with Sal. Have you learned something? I hope you've learned something. All right, so we just dug out a little bit of stuff. That music is starting to get a little grating. And we're going to go ahead and stockpile that stuff. I don't even have a workshop for it. Just make a stone stockpile, like right here. Done. Now they'll go grab stuff and shove it in the stockpile. How's our food looking? We don't even know. We don't have a broker. And I'm not even sure there's time to do anything with a broker right now. Oh well. I don't care. But we do know that we've got a substantial amount of dwarven beer remaining, because we can just check for ourselves. You know, we can see, oh, there's still dwarven wine in here, there's still dwarven beer. They'll be fine for a while. And they'll be grabbing this stone, which should include the coal. Maybe not. No, yeah, it includes coal. Alright, so they just need to grab one more piece. So like I said, there's a few ways to... Okay, well, throwing a tantrum again. There's a few ways to deal with an...
Aquifer.
What are you going to do? Why am I... How did the water buffalo... First of all, how did the water buffalo get indoors? It must have already been in there. Second of all, my mechanic is attacking it. Okay, so we're going to read this report here for a second. I'll give you your time. I know you need to take your time. But basically what's happening here, the mouth, bruising the left lung. This guy doesn't like the bull, basically. This mechanic is an asshole. Yeah, alright, whatever. Throw your tantrum. Have your fun. Eventually this mechanic is going to go insane. The more tantrums they throw, the worse off they get. And I'm sure it still says miserable. No, it actually just says unhappy now. Maybe they'll get better. This one's now miserable, though. Yeah, and the more, the longer they... can't talk. The longer they're miserable, the worse things get. So, how much space do we have up here? We really only have lots of blood. We really only have enough space for a 1, 2, 3. Wow, let's count again. So this is floor 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have enough space to make a plug that is 6 Z levels tall. And that's what we're going to try to do. We're going to try and dump a plug through the aquifer. Through the...
Aquifer.
Thanks, Google. I love ya. If we even can. I think about this. How do you make a plug for this thing? For this thing that I'm not going to say because I can't say it right. Because I know you have to build it, and you have to build it hanging, and then you have to dump it, but you also have to have actually dug out part of the
Aquifer.
Right? I think. Well, for instance, we've got this spot with water that we already dug out, and we could just do it with that. We could, like, dump, you know, some stone into that. It's a confusing process, so we're gonna learn together, I guess, is the message here, the moral of the story. We're going to learn this process together. Let's try it. Let's just try dumping some stone into it, or some, you know, clay or soil or whatever the hell. I'm gonna go ahead and make it one more. Actually, I probably want to make it a square of this size. So let's go ahead and do some digging for a little while. Let the dwarves get their jollies and their digs, and make sure they have space to move around. And meanwhile, we'll let the chat drive the discussion. I didn't say the same as Google. I didn't. Whatever. Okay, everything's dug out. That was fast. Dwarves actually doing stuff you ask them to? Well, it's weird. Alright, so that's how big I want the dig site to be. I want it to be 5 by 5, just because that'll make things easy for me. Eventually, it will make things easy. Well. There we go. So now they'll be able to move around. They'll be able to get all their junk. I don't care. And you see him, you know, he's just going to town, man. He's like digging stuff. Dangerous terrain. Why is there dangerous terrain? Where is he? She. Did she die already? Where did she... What the hell? Elf blood. Dog blood and elf blood. So they're digging into, you know, water, and obviously that's going to cause things to bleed. Is this the miner? Okay, this is the miner. Cool. Alright, didn't die yet. That's good. I was like, what? Man, these dwarves are teleporting all over the place. No, they're just moving really fast and I can't see. People are telling me I'm entertaining. That's probably not true. Alright, expedition leader. Caught in water. Drowning. But that shouldn't be a problem. I'm paused right now. Shouldn't be drowning because there's an upward slope right here. So she should be able to just... Is it a she? Is it a she? He. Okay. So he should be able to crawl right back out of there. We'll just unpause it and see what happens. He's not crawling out of the obvious upward slope. It's a slope. You just go up. I don't know what's going on right now, and I don't think I like it very much. Somebody tell me what's happening. I'm sure at least one of my stream chatters understands why this dwarf has decided he can't just walk out the slope. Right? There's got to be a reason. Nobody understands the game at all. There you go. That's we'll just I'll throw this in here. Tired of my tyranny? Nah, dwarves don't get tired of your tyranny. That's not true. Dwarves are stupid is a fairly good answer. Answers a lot of stuff. He gave up on life, so that's good answers. So what am I doing for Thanksgiving? Well, while we ask about that, I'm certainly not giving thanks for the existence of dwarves, but I'm just gonna go out to my parents' house today. I think he got out. Okay, he got out. Good for you. You figured it out, buddy. I wonder if he's a swimmer now. Is he a swimmer? Can he swim? He's a dabbling swimmer. Good for you. You are just the greatest. All right. So he's gonna go ahead and dig out the rest of this shit. Probably need to give him a little room around here. There you go. Whew. So my parents have actually sold most of the puppies, and they're getting they're getting the mother spayed. So that's gonna be it for puppies. All right. Now I've got a 5x5, mostly a 5x5, I think. I don't know why there's an upward slope where it is, but 5x5 little thing of water. Yeah, I'm just gonna go to my parents' place, and I actually have to pick up my grandpa from the airport in like 2 hours. So you are lucky you're getting video. I've got a little space of water. This is only gonna allow for the aquifer to be. I said it right. It's only gonna allow for it to be 2 deep, 2 units deep, I think. Because if I dump one part of the plug in that's 3x3, or 5x5, really, I can dump a whole 5x5 plug into it. Then that gives me 1 layer, and then a 3x3 plug underneath that gives me the 2nd layer. Everyone in my stream chat is just so proud of me right now for having said aquifer properly. Yay! Just go away. I'm going to keep digging then. I actually want to make sure I have enough room for this to be more than just 2 levels deep, because I'm pretty sure when we embarked it said it was like very deep soil, so... I'm back to saying it improperly? No, I'm not. I said it like this.
Aquifer.
I said it exactly like that. Aquifer. God, you guys are impossible to please. So we're trying the aquifer plug technique, and we're probably doing some overkill here, but who knows? I may be digging too much. Is kind of the idea. But once all this little space here is dug out, we are going to... Actually, you know what? I don't think we have any tables or chairs yet, and our dwarves will get upset about that. That's just one more thing that they will get pissed off about. So we're... and I could totally be a voice actor for Google. Google, hire me right now. Just have me sit down. I'll do a piece rate. Like, 1 cent per word. It's fair. It's fair, right? I'll sit down and I'll say stuff for you like aquifer, beer, titties. I'm really good for it. All right, so we're going to make Mason's workshop, but we need to make it out of stone. We got limestone and we got tetrahedrite, and I think we got one more stone. What is this? Slate. Yeah, slate's cool. Make it out of slate. Build a workshop, a Mason's workshop out of slate. Boom, done. And people have said do an announcer pack for TF2 as well. I'm thinking I'm going to do that. I need to understand the process. Yeah, it would be a fun one to do an announcer pack for TF2, because instead of the announcer lady going 5, 4, 3, getting like super excited and upset about the wrong stuff, yeah, he's stuck in the water again, and he's drowning again. Did he get out? Yeah, he did! Hey, good for you! Let me check his health. Oh, he doesn't have health. Yeah. Yeah, if I make the wave files, I just need to make sure I actually make the files. All right, so we're digging out. I'm basically demanding that we dig out like one row / column at a time, just so we don't get a drowning dwarf for too long. The problem is going to come when he gets down to here, because he has no clue how to dig. Oh, well, maybe. Maybe he's actually figured it out. Can dwarves learn? That's actually a little scary. Can dwarves actually, like, learn things? I'm confused. Alright, well, let's see. We'll go ahead and just do that then. Ah, figure that out. No, okay. Alright, fine. We won't kill the dwarf. Not yet, anyway. Alright. 2 more rows this way, and then I'll be happy. It's a lot of water, huh? Looks delicious. Looks tasty. Not as tasty as beer, though. Dwarves need their beer and their wine and various other alcohol crap. Okay. Boom! There you go. Now there is a nice big pool of water here in the
Aquifer.
I'm going to close that, just so I don't have the temptation to play it again. More elf blood rain, obviously, because you can't have enough of that tasty, salty, slightly metallic elf blood. So now that we've got that, what we need to do is designate a plug of basically, you know, rock or stone or whatever you could think of to get dumped down on top of it. And the way we're going to do that is we're just going to dig right above it. So with this, let's see, this should tell me. We are going to dig. Oh, that's perfect. Actually, we could dig here. All right. So I'm basically making a giant ring of a mine all the way around this, and then I'm going to channel it out so that there's you have to think a little bit in terms of 3D here, which is what we're going to do. I might have to make some extra mining space around the channel too, but we'll figure it out. So far, our miner's doing a good job. That's cool. We need to find ways to make these guys happy. That water buffalo is going to starve, but I don't care. Actually, the mechanic is happy-ish. Quite content, so she started a fist fight, but she actually started a fist fight with the water buffalo, so that's totally cool. This guy is quite content, the mason, and the miner is fine. Hey, they're not going to, like, kill each other at the moment. That's pretty cool. I'm okay with that. All right. So what we've got here, this area of basically soil and a little bit of rock, this is the plug that we are going to dump down into the aquifer. I'm never saying that word again. I don't know why this is... Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, I met Seesaw, by the way, one of my stream viewers here, who's also apparently in XTV now. We met at I-46. It was pretty cool. Was I slightly drunk at I probably happened once or twice. All I need is one beer. Okay. So are we just going to dump one level, or are we going to dump multi-levels at once? I did. I met Sherb. Bull. I think we can just dump one level at a time. That's what I want to do. So I'm going to go ahead and wonder why I actually hit my finger on the desk. But I'm also going to dig out all the space next to it and not this... Whoa, not this part. Because that'll give me enough space to channel things without the dwarf, like, falling to his doom. So, wow, gross. All right. I'm only human. This dwarf's going to go ahead and start digging. Dig, 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 dig. That's mostly what I care about right now. We do have a mason's workshop, though, and I'm going to go ahead and... there's one thing, because I want to make some tables and chairs, and we've got enough stone to do that with, but the problem is that it's limestone. And you're thinking, Sal, just please tell me why limestone is important. Like, why is this a problem? Can't you just like not do this whole crappy routine and just actually give us information? And I'm like, fine. So limestone is an economic stone. As you can see, it is green. And the reason it's green, actually it's not restricted, so we could make stuff out of it right away. It's fine then. We could restrict it. Press enter and restrict it, but we're not going to. But it's an economic stone. It's used in the production of pig iron, which is eventually used in the production of steel. And it's one of a very few types of flux stone that you can actually use to make steel. And you have to have a flux stone to make it. So limestone is one of those, and it's probably not going to be rare enough that we have to care. But we're going to go ahead and make two chables thrones in this case. 2 tables and 2 chairs. And that way they'll have a place to sit down and eat their crap. And you can see the mason goes ahead and just grabs a stone and starts working on the workshop. No additional micromanagement necessary. So that's pretty cool. Mechanic is still doing farming, so I'm happy about that. And still doing some stockpile hauling. What else is happening? Alright, we've almost dug all of this. Ow, boom! Oh, wait, one more. Boom! Boom, boom, boom. Alright. Not able to predict things very well. You know, I just realized we're not going to get the whole plug here unless we move this staircase. We'll move the staircase. That's fine. We go ahead and channel some stuff out, though, and we're just going to leave one thing. We're going to move upstairs ramps, and we're going to designate an upward stairway here, downward stairway here, and that. There we go. So this guy's going to start channeling. Now, mining is different than channeling. Think of Minecraft. Mining is just looking straight ahead of you and the block right in front of you. Channeling is looking down at the floor that you're standing on and digging that out. So that's what he's doing now. What we did was we dug a whole bunch of like straight ahead mines, and now around this plug he's going to dig channels. Directly beneath the plug, where I'm digging the channels, there's open space. There's nothing to support it. So when he gets around to here, I went ahead and left one little place where it's still going to try and hold on to all of this soil. When he gets around to here, though, there's going to be less support. The thing is, there is still support for it up here. So we're going to have to, like... I was thinking we'd have to slice it all out, but that's actually not a good idea, because then we run out of stuff real fast. Okay. Well, this may be a bigger project than I thought. I still need to shoutcast some TF2 today before I leave, so we'll see how much we can get done. We'll probably get a fair bit done. But we also probably need to... Oh, no, that's not going to work. There, we need to do that. Wait, no, fuck. We need to dig out some extra staircase stuff just so we can make sure our dude can get back to his stuff and not get hurt. Now, you gotta be careful when you're digging out channels, too, because sometimes the dwarf will dig a channel out like where he's standing, or channel out something that would be important to help support the thing he's standing on. You know. Just problems. I think we need... Need that. My miner is probably... Yeah, he's coming back. This is all we're waiting for here. Although we have, I think, gone ahead and built a couple of tables and chairs, right? There's one table left to build, so we'll wait for our mason to finish that off. If she does that. What do you think? Is she going to do it? I don't think she's going to do it. I think she's a useless piece of shit. Miner's going to come over here and start drinking more of our drinks, because why not? Just go ahead and waste all of our time, everyone. Oh, the mason's hauling things right now, that's why. You got a job to do. Construct a rock table. Why aren't you doing that? No job. Really? There you go. Figured it out. Ugh. Alright. So now we've got enough space to... I think we can just... remove the... I'm just trying to remove some stairs. Because the stairs will also be a problem. Let's see. We can channel this, right? Yeah, totally can. Cool. And I think we can just go ahead and channel this. So once this whole floor is done, this is the floor above our aquifer. Once this floor is dug out, then we've got basically, if you can imagine, what it's going to look like from beneath. It's almost like you look up at your ceiling, and then on the very edges of the ceiling, you just dig a little bit upwards. That's kind of what it's going to look like. Like all the way around the edge of your ceiling, there's like more digging space directly above. But in the center of the ceiling, it's still the same height. So it basically is going to start to look like a giant box that's going to like fall on your head. So that's about what we're going to have. And I'm going to probably have to go ahead and shut her down for today because I still need to make a Team Fortress 2 video. But I want to wait for the mining to get finished here. It's fair. So hopefully our miner gets down here. So far things are kind of boring this episode, though. I mean, the only thing that's really happened is a hamster got thrown and a water buffalo got beaten on until it died. Which is hilarious, but... yeah, you know, there's no zombies attacking us today. There's no zombie harpies attacking us today. There's nothing like that. Yeah, I don't mind. Come on, miner, get down here. Get to work. What are you doing? Where's the miner? I don't know. Oh, down here. Well, oh. I'm really good at this game. Sometimes when your units get stuck, you need to ask yourself a question like, well, why aren't they doing what I ask? And then you need to go find them, and then you need to see if they're stuck somewhere for a reason. In this case, this is a downward staircase. This is an upward staircase, but it does not connect with a downward staircase. It instead connects with an upward staircase, which essentially means it's sort of like... I don't even want to make an explanation. It's basically just, it's not connected. That's it. It's not connected, okay? There you go. Now the miner is free to do all the stuff that I want the miner to do. Boom. All right. Channel is fully done around this level. We're going to have a couple more levels to do. We're going to have, let me see. This level will be done. And some of this level will be done. Not all of it. That's okay. All right, well, throwing hamsters. That's going to be it for today. I hope you like the video or whatever it is that you feel like doing. Dislike it. Talk about it. Tell me. And if there actually is a thread that's got some decent attention on Bay 12 forums, let me know. I'll go check it out because it's just one more forum to add to my daily routine. But when I'm sitting at work, it's probably not a bad idea. So, boom. See you guys later.